boys, onto our final act of the night. We get to mess around with some Empire dudes. Now, here's the big question. Obviously we... Hang on. Somebody's raiding one of our villages down here. We know this particular group that we're with doesn't declare war very often. And when they do, it's normally just little mini skirmishes with chaos. So, do we leave this group? We'll have to relinquish our holdings, which at this point is no real issue anyway. But we could join with these guys or these guys. I think we'd still have access to the cannons. What do you guys think? Think it's worth bailing on this particular faction just to get more fights? Oh, nice.
You will die!
They definitely need to add some more voice lines in for the Chaos guys.
On my command! Infantry! Forward, troops! Move! Cavalry! Forward! Move! Omen!
This side.
Ha!
El Canon. Really? See if I can go and encourage them to fight. Well, that had the opposite effect of what I wanted it to do. Come and take the bait. Yeah, prop. This is the Old Realms. It's a Warhammer Fantasy mod for Bannerlord.
Hunter, follow me!
Come on, boys. I want to play on my mortar. You're ruining all my fun.
Follow me! Hunter!
suppose that worked. Yo, Detharkman. How's it going? Detharkman. Death Arkman. Welcome, welcome. Welcome to everybody that's joined. Appreciate you all being here. It's always lots of fun. Now, the problem is, we got gladiators. We'll take those. We can't really upgrade our guys without spending the prestige that we're trying to save up for the next round of shenanigans. Am I still reading that? I can't read that anymore, which means I've got all the... Call me death. Okay.
You will die.
Send troops. We don't need to engage in that. I mean, do we summon an army and do the Chaos Portal? The Chaos Portal is, like, maddening, by the way.
Oh, you best. On my orders. Men of the Napoleon Hunter for Sigma compose the Emperor.
Firearms for the win. We should invest in some fire mages. It costs about 25k a piece. Hideouts are a good source of XP and prestige.
Hear me! For Sigma!
Did we do the episode 2 of Sturge? You've literally just missed it. 10 minutes ago. You'd be happy to know I didn't die. To be fair, I can probably just leave these guys to get this done. I was thinking into next week, guys, for the third slot, we'll finish up with this at some point. And then there's a few games that I want to showcase for you guys. There's Medieval Dynasties, which is like a much slower paced city builder. So it'd be a longer playtime, but a bit more in depth. And there's also Bellwright, which is kind of a survival one as well, which I want to play with you guys, which I think would be pretty cool. We don't really need prisoners. Right, 137. We need more hideouts. We need more battles. We need... It's basically just a grind. We're just grinding that prestige for the next 500 so we can get the full cannons.
Move! Archers! Move!
This is the question, because if they come at us, which it looks like they are doing,
Mounted archers! Forward!
I love it.
Three men, form a shield wall. Three men, line up, men of the Holy Emperor. Listen up, follow your sergeants.
Who are we running from? Is it me? Bro, must have messed up my shot. I would have been angry about that. Oh, cheers, brother. Svelte? Is that a svelte? Appreciate you being, but yeah, pal. I know a lot of people just like to watch and not like to comment and stuff, and that's cool. We love a lurker here. So if you ever want to come in and just say hi, you're more than welcome to do that. There's no forced participation here, apart from my participation. Which is not forced, I love it. I don't know why, but I love when people don't have the same troop like all the Lords of Colradia for the Sturgeon one. What, you mean when they use the custom troop trees? It's a dangerous one, that. Because on the one hand, you can do a custom troop tree, and it does make things more interesting, but it also makes things supremely overpowered. Because otherwise you would have to deliberately make a bad troop tree just to make things more difficult, which just doesn't make sense. We did that with the Crusader, the Return of the Crusader. We created a whole new troop tree, and despite abiding by the rules around not over-leveling anybody, not giving them gear that they wouldn't normally have access to, it just made them overpowered. Good night, Svel. Have a good one, mate. They're not worth anything. Ooh, we could do that. Oh, hello.
You will die drowning in a pool of your own blood.
I doubt that, but I appreciate the sentiment.
On my command! Footmen!
Like, if I take the Sturgeon tree, for example, what would I change in the Sturgeon tree to make them more effective? The Heavy Spearmen are pretty much, in my opinion at least, the best infantry in the game for holding an area. So if you want a group of guys to just stand there and hold a shield square, they are your guys. They are incredibly well armoured, the best armoured infantry in the game. They're huge shields, make them practically immune to arrow fire in the vanilla game. So it's like, they are pretty much perfect as far as infantry goes. The line breakers, again, they're very, very good. The only reason the Benevolents outdo them is because their weapon is faster and it's got a little bit better reach on it. Apart from that, they're pretty much the second best shock infantry in the game. The Zunkerks, whatever they're called, the cavalry, the skirmisher cavalry, they're not too bad. They can't really compete with the Cataphract, but they can compete with the Faris, the Azerai Faris, and nobody can compete with the Khan's Guard. The Khan's Guard pretty much own that space. So what would I change? I'd probably just give the archers better bows, because that is an oversight. But in just doing that, making the Sturgeon archers more powerful, you are greatly improving the kill power of that army. So just with that one simple change, you're making the army OP.
Men of holy Emperor, hunt targets, company!
I'm glad that only wounds friendly troops. There's a mod called Varangian Overhaul or something similar. Gives tier 6 shop troops, I think. Wow. I don't think it's necessary. I don't think there's many armies that in the game that really need a lot of modifications to make them like much more deadly.
You will die!
If anything, the one thing I would do, if I was to rebuild all of the troops that are currently in the vanilla game, is I would nerf the Khan's Guard. Because you have one unit there that is the best cavalry in the game, is the best horse archer in the game, and is arguably the best shock infantry in the game as well. So you've got one unit in one faction that pretty much does what they do better than 90% of the other units in the game. That to me is broken. They're horse archers. I don't believe they should be running around in almost full plate armor.
Mess with us.
So I think their armor needs downgrading. And probably their skills with the two-handed polearms need downgrading as well. That's just because you don't like fighting them. I don't... Well, you'll see in the Sturgeon playthrough when we inevitably do fight them.
You will die drowned!
They're absolutely not a problem. You put your guys in shield square, you put your archers behind them, you wait for them to run out of ammunition, and then you chop them to pieces in close combat. The point is, you shouldn't have one unit that's that powerful. It's almost like if you gave the Battanian Thanes shields and axes, or swords, instead of their two-handed sword, and they basically could become the de facto unit for infantry as well.
Under my orders!
Freemen! Listen up for Sigma!
Empire is the one faction that I haven't actually done a playthrough on my channel for, and there's a reason for that. They potentially have one of the most balanced armies in the whole game. Their archers are good, their infantry's good, their shock infantry's good, their cavalry is some of the best in the game. They're quite a wholly thought out unit. The Azerai are like that. I tell you when the Empire was really overpowered. In one of the early builds of the game, the Legionary, the Imperial Legionary, instead of having the little one-use spear that they have now, they used to have a what would you call it? A quiver of throwing javelins. much like the veteran infantry for the Azerite. So they used to have throwing weapons, and it just made them so insanely powerful. It was unreal. They had to change it. But one of the things that makes the Legionary so powerful at the moment is you have a 1 in 3 chance of a Legionary spawning with a mace. Warsail will come out when GTA 6 comes out. It feels like that. It definitely feels like that. From what I understand from Tale Worlds, they were working on a DLC, but then got to the point where they were ready to release it. Well, not release it, but they got to a point with it where they went back and looked at it and said, actually, this is not what we want to do. Like, it didn't fit with the theme of the game, or it would have changed things too drastically. So they decided to go back to the drawing board, which is why it's been so long between DLCs.
For Sigma!
I think I remember reading that somewhere, that the devs kind of said, yeah, sorry it took so long. We got quite a way through developing a DLC and then decided not to actually implement it into the game. And then they went back and did war sales. Which is interesting. Because like the ship-to-ship combat and stuff, that's been in the Realm of Thrones mod for quite a while now. So as much as it's going to be interesting to do the ship-to-ship combat, it's not like it's not being done unless they do it in a completely new way. What will be interesting is, from what I understand, the DLC is going to make some changes to the base game at code level, because apparently they're making it easier for people to access the dev tools to be able to make mods. Because at the minute that process is a bit flaky and not very good. So they're going to change it to work properly. So if they're doing that, it changes the base game. You've got Bannerlord on Xbox. Oh yeah, you got it on Game Pass now, don't you?
You've cut.
Pretty sure Bannerlord was on Game Pass at some point. Question for those playing on console. Can you still use mouse and keyboard, or are you forced to use the joystick? Wait, that's different. What's the difference between a warband and Beastmen Raiders? There's one Minotaur in that one. Okay, so looks like the Raiders have got Minotaurs.
On my command!
I did play Bannerlord for a short period of time on the Steam Deck.
Infantry! Forward! Move! Troop!
And trying to get used to using the controller was an absolute nightmare for me.
Move! Let's pause Sigma!
That was easier than I expected it to be. We'll take that Minotaur as prisoner. He'll be pretty cool once he transfers over. Why not? They've got some Chaos guys. Might as well throw some Minotaurs in there as well. Oh, we need to go and sell some of our stuff. We're carrying too much junk. There's a town here. What we got? Don't need wool, don't need hardwood, don't need flax, don't need hides, the sheep, or the tools. The hogs, the iron ore, the wine linen, leather, pottery, cows, jewellery, oil. Both of those books have been read, so I don't need those. I'm not selling my mortar, that thing's precious to me. Get rid of that, get rid of that. Get rid of those. I'll take the charges. Get to 250k, we can sponsor one of those projects and get some prestige from that. So if we head over to this place, sell some more stuff. Oh, we're in the area where we take damage. I think we are. Let's get out of here quick before we lose too many men. Let's head back here. One 171. There we go. I think we have enough to sponsor one of those projects now. It's a question for you guys. Obviously, Battlefield 6 is out soon. I think on the day that it gets released, I might pull an all-nighter. Just play that all day. Oh, we need to go to the keep, don't we? No, not here. Oh, where is he? He's in Thingy, isn't he? Yeah, Aldorf. So we've got 218 prestige at the moment. Right, actually, wait. Wait. And quick save first. Because the only reason I'm doing this is because my understanding is we get a big prestige reward for doing this. So if we're on 218... Hang on. Yeah, that's right. I've got 618. Alright, so I got like 400 prestige from that. So we can go and get cannons. I think we've got enough. I think we have enough, boys. Yeah, that's it. So we have now got the best of the best. Great cannons, 68k. We have enough money. Capacity exceeded. You alright, Gorilla? How's it going? Oh god, we're carrying so much gear. You alright, Death? How's it going? We finally got the cannon. Let's go and find somebody to use it on. Oh, that'll do. Where'd they go? Cultists? No, we want something better than cultists. This is primo cannon. Outlaws? No. Give me some raiders. There's a guy stuck under a wagon. What do you do? Pretend you didn't see him and move on. Silly sausage. Ooh. No, he just took out the raiders. Aha! It's cannon time!
Under my command!
Are they going to charge us? Wait, it looks that way.
Infantry! Move! Soldier! Move! Mounted archers! Move! Forward! Forward! Forward!
You're abusing the mods. That's what they're there for, right? Sure, I read that somewhere. So it looks like they're going to come straight at us. So let's put the cannon down. Yes. Oh! Oh, the reload speed is long.
Let's go!
Okay. Something went wrong there, because the guy that reloads the cannon for some reason ran all the way up the infantry line and back down again before putting another cannonball in. So I think I placed it too close to the infantry line, causing it to sort of twitch out a little bit. So let's not do that again. Let's... How we got too many prisoners? I want that Minotaur to get leveled up quick. There we go. I want to go again, but this time find a better spot for the cannon. Because that was like a direct fire, just blast them in the face jobby. That was brilliant. I love it. It makes me happy.
Back off straight! Under my orders!
Oh cool, they're running away.
Let's go! Free men!
Oh! I can see why it takes so long to unlock those now. Because that was just pure filth. And for some reason, it was like one guy loaded it, fired it, then the guy that was reloading it ran off and one of the other engineers came to reload it. Which is weird. Why would it do that? Why would the same guy stood next to it just not reload it?
You will die drowned!
I won't, but thank you. I'm confused. I don't understand why the cannon's behaving the way that it is.
Infantry, forward! Archers, forward! Cavalry, move! Troops, move!
Wait. No. None of those guys are apprentice engineers. I think we stick it in front of the infantry. Okay. It worked as it should this time. He just loaded it.
Hunt, follow your sergeants! Three men! Men of the Empoleon!
Doughboy, the cannons have a way better range than the mortars. Now that is something we must test. Annika, it's not a question of troops, buddy. It's my engineering skill. So my engineering skill needs
You
to be...
will die drowning in a pool of your own blood!
Yeah, whatever. So we have 4 artillery crewmen, 2 trainees and 2 veterans. I think we can start. Right, I'm only 1 point away from where's engineering? There we go. Now we should be able to buy 2 cannons. Or rather, we should be able to buy another cannon. It does make sense and it doesn't make sense. Because on the one hand, yes, you probably need engineering skill, but I'm not the one using the cannon. So why does my engineering skill matter? I don't think it should it? I think it's just some arbitrary way of slowing us down. So you don't just immediately spam 4 cannons across the battlefield. So let's get another great cannon. Because, you know, what's better than 1 cannon? 2. And now we've got enough crew. I suppose the only thing limiting us now is my ability to place them quickly. So let's find a big chunk of bad guys to use as target practice. You can imagine this against like the vampires that rely on swarms of skeletons, and you can just delete them off the map. On the wrong part of the world. My bad. Go away, please. I'll declare war on the Blood Dragons. You'll declare war and then we'll ask for peace, then you'll give them peace, and that'll be the end of that. Weirdos. Hello. Look at that. Volunteers. Some good old guinea pigs. Uh-oh. 1 second.
Footman! Move! Soldiers! Forward! Move! Horse archers! Get moving! Move!
Men of the Empire!
Yeah, they're shooting at him and they're 300 away. Wow. Well. At max engineering, I could have six. Six of those cannons. Or we could have three of those and three mortars. I don't. How does any army stand up against that? Like, genuinely. That is just disgraceful. And to be clear as well, we've not leveled up the rest of the army. They can all be. We could do this and have.
You will.
Shut up. So we've got these guys, Iron Company troops. They're not even fully upgraded yet. They can be these null 9-siders, which obviously wear plate mail, have a knightly arming sword, and have a very, very fast firing rifle. So we could have a whole army full of these guys, and then 6 cannons. I don't think any army in the game would be able to stand up against that. That's just a devastating amount of firepower. Obviously magic. They could target the artillery crew and put them out. That's mad. No, we don't have enough for that. Well, boys, I think we have the answer. The answer to our question.
You will die.
Are cannons OP?
Under my command.
Yes. Watch this. I don't even think I need to. I was gonna like deploy us right at the back. I'll do it anyway, just because I think it might be funny.
Forward. Forward. Cavalry, move.
I think they're already fleeing. With 350 away, they're still firing at them. I mean, they're not hitting. Oh dear. Ooh. Chaos Warriors Great Axe. Blake just got an axe upgrade.
You will die.
Okay. What time are we on? Right, last thing we're going to do, I'm going to drop a save before we go in. Um, I want to see how long we can survive in the Chaos Portal with 2 cannons.
On my command!
So the enemy comes from here and basically funnels down this pathway. So if I set up the 2 cannons here, in theory, we should be able to hold them quite well.
Troops! Move! Move! Move!
I don't want to dismount these guys, to be fair, because horses aren't going to help.
Forward! Move! Archers! Move! Forward! Soldiers! Infantry! Move! Everyone! Horse forward! Dismount! Arrows!
You guys are fine there.
Orders! On dismount! Infantry! Dismount! Dismount! Cavalry! Dismount! Move!
I mean, we're going to die, but it's going to be interesting to see how far we can take this.
Hunters! Marching order! Force Sigma! Move out!
So about half of the first wave. Can we do better though? I think we can. I think we can. Last idea is we go in, then we leave to prompt them to follow us out, and then we fight them in the field outside instead of fighting them in that confined space. That should give us an advantage. For some reason it drip fed them around that corner. So instead of getting those huge first hits that we would have expected to get, instead we got little tiny ones.
Hear me!
The hell is this? Would this be easier, or I don't think it would be. Let's just bail anyway.
You will die drowning in a pool of your own blood.
I'm gonna try not to, but, you know. Anything could happen.
Under my command! Infantry! Forward! Bowmen! Move! Soldiers! Move! Horsemen! Forward!
Men upon the Emperor!
Okay, we've definitely got a chance here. Definitely got a chance. I think what we need to do is we bait them out. I think I've crashed the game. No, I haven't. We bait them out, but then we deploy really far back, because I deployed quite close then. I didn't realise how close they were.
On my command! You will die under my orders!
Because we don't want to start really close to them. We want to start with as much opportunity to fire at them as possible. So we'll deploy right back here. So they're 500 away, and we're taking chunks of them off already. Ow. I reckon 3 cannons and we've probably got that. But that is where we shall leave it for tonight, boys. It has been my undubious pleasure to spend the evening with you. But now I want to go to bed. So we'll leave it there for today. I think in the next episode, we need to work on getting my engineering skills up. So it might be that we have to leave this faction and join a different one to get more wars, so we can get more sieges on the go, so we can get our engineering up to 150. And once it gets to 150, we can field 3 cannons, and that will be even more killing power. So with that, I'll say goodnight to you all. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.